are at Industrial, getting ready to unload this D-rod, rip the motor out, and put a badass motor back in it.
I didn't even see one McDonald's.
That's a good thing. I try to rip it in there so it don't get hot. Right now, the radiator out, and you're ready to pull it apart. This motor will be on
24
the ground.
hour, that's what 24-hour build.
24 hour.
24-hour build.
Less than 24.
Well, yeah, less. 24 hours,
we
you're
work for
going down the road.
tacos. Put it this way, I'm gonna be in my truck driving to Montana Wednesday morning, period. Kind of awkward, isn't it? Yeah.
More Dallas.
Hardcore.
There we go, boys. Well, we're at this point right now. We got the twin turbos off it, and we're gonna just take all the accessories off this motor and put them on the new motor that Sean's putting together right now. So, but now it's just a matter of tearing it down, getting the fuel lines off, get all the nitrous lines out of it. We're gonna take it in there, pull the probably the water pump, front idler, the balancer, the push rod's got to come out of this motor. I'm not sure about the injectors. I think we got injectors for it. Oil pump, oil cooler, everything. Power steering pump. The P pump has to come off it. It'll be stripped down here in a minute. It'll be raw. It'll be good. We're gonna get rid of these nitrous lines, and once we get them all off, we're gonna fold them all back in here and kind of pull it all off. We'll have everything kind of laid back here, and then we're gonna reach in and start taking the converter bolts loose and the bell housing bolts. And we'll get rid of all this shit. Then we'll pull the motor out and then start swapping everything over. Be good. So we're getting close. I'll use 11. When you're working in somebody else's toolbox, it's hard. You don't know where shit's at. You know? This car's so chopped and low on the ground that it's hard to work on in here sometimes. But this tunnel piece has to come out so we can get to the bell housing bolts, so we can undo the bell housing bolts. And once we do that, then we can reach in and take the converter bolts out from the outside. And then we should be able to unbolt shit and pull the motor out. We're getting close. I think we'll have it out in another 30 minutes. Hopefully.
Yeah, we're gonna give her some love down at the fuel shop.
You gotta pull the pump on timing, or it doesn't matter?
No, they'll time it at the fuel shop.
I think, did you guys calibrate the pump last time you did this? When we did it that one time? We didn't completely build the motor.
The green one, no, we never set the pump off.
So that pump's never been calibrated in probably 8 years or longer. Sean is getting ready to pull the pump off this thing so we can take it down and take it to the pump shop, which is really cool about industrial injection. Down the street they got a pump shop. So they can take this thing down and make sure that it's legit. I think this pump's been on this car for 7 or 8 years probably. And we haven't I've never had it calibrated or messed with. So they're gonna run over to the pump shop. They're gonna go through it, make sure it's right. I mean, this thing's gonna be like pretty legit when it's done because everything's gonna be balanced and it should run really good.
I'm worried about it.
You gonna do some burnouts, Sean?
Nah, I can't even fit. I had to, last time I pulled this out of the trailer, I had to use a pair of vice grips to fucking steer it.
I remember you called me that day.
Like, how the hell do you fit in this damn thing? My knees are in my ears. Then I racked my dome up. Remember we took it out on the 3rd West over here after we got the trans back in it. We launched it out there and hit this, I don't know if it was a pothole or a sewer cap or what, but there was sparks flying, dirt, rocks. Bounced my head off that bar right there. It's a good time.
This thing is violent. Oh yeah, that's the only problem with this car. You can't get under it. It has to be done on a 2-post lift most of the time. And right now we're just doing it right here. This is one of the hang-ups. Other than that, it's not bad. But if you got to do any work underneath this car, forget it. It lays on the ground. So there we go. All right. Alrighty. Put it on in. Yeah, here it is. This is the new Diablo. It's got all the good shit in it. It's gonna make some serious freaking horsepower and torque. I'm excited. I'm already going to start putting shit back on this thing. A little light on for you. Oh, look at that. Look at it glistening in the... Yeah! It's bleeding! It's bleeding!
It goes this way.
Little tack.
This looks like it's bleeding out there. Looks like it's bleeding.